Hello everyone, TMDK here. In this video I am attempting a Tauros only challenge in Pokémon Crystal. Now first let's take a look at Tauros' stats. His physical attack and defense are high. That's because he's a normal type Pokemon. His physical stats will be dominant. Now his special attack and defense are lower, which is normal on the contrary, but his special defense is still quite good though. His speed is his highest stat, he will outrun most Pokemons, and his health is very decent as well. The rules are plain and simple. No items allowed in battle. Outside of battle we can. HM Lats can be used. These are Pokemon that can learn a lot of HM moves and will only be used for that purpose. No glitches, hacks and cheats that can help me win the game, and I didn't use any TM or HM moves just to make it that bit more difficult. With all of that said, let's jump right into it. We start off the game with choosing our name, TMDK of course. In the lab I choose my one and only Pokemon, a Tauros, and I give him the nickname Bull. After this we go to Professor Oak to receive our Pokédex, and on the way back we come across our rival for the first time and he wants to battle. He has chosen a Aerodactyl, and I just use a Tail Whip to lower his physical defense and then take him out with 2 tackles, simple as that. He's just using Scratch, but that doesn't affect me that much. After the fight we go back to the lab and the police asks us what is the name of our rival, and I give him the nickname Red. At level 8 my Bull learns the move Rage, and now we're ready to challenge our first gym, and with gym leader Faulkner and his flying type Pokemon. I'm just using the move Rage, just counting on the fact that the Pokemon of Faulkner attack me so that my Rage will build and I will do more damage the next time I attack. And this works effectively, and the Pidgey attacks me and the Pidgeotto attacks me as well, which makes my second Rage do a lot more damage, and I take both of his Pokemon out easily. We have defeated Faulkner and received the Zephyr badge. We defeat Sage Lee on top of the Sprout Tower and receive the HM Flash as a reward. In the Slowpoke well we come across some Team Rocket members and we defeat them all. Now, after we have defeated these members, we go to the second gym and challenge Bugsy and her Bug-type Pokemon. Her first 2 Pokemon aren't that much of a threat, being Metapod and a Kakuna. They are just going to use Harden and maybe a Tackle, but that won't affect me that much. So I want to take them out as quickly as possible with our new move, a Horn Attack. They both barely survived, but I managed to finish them off with a Tackle. The last Pokemon being a Scyther. I get lucky with a crit on my Horn Attack, which gets him very low. Now after this I just use another Tackle and take him out as well. You have defeated Bugsy and received the Insect badge. When I try to leave the city I come across my rival for the second time. Now my rival has a Ghastly. Ghastly being a ghost type Pokemon, we can't use moves against each other. So we are just using our power points till we finally hit the point where we don't have any power points left and we can use Struggle against each other. Now Ghastly has a lot less power points than I have, so he goes into Struggle first and he manages to take me out. So my plan of action is go back to the Slowpoke well, use up as much power points as I can, and then go back into the fight. I do gain a few levels with this tactic, but that's okay. Ghastly will also help me with his Spite to lower my power points. So when I'm ready, I go back to my rival and we battle. Now the Ghastly, as I said, using Spite, I use my last power points, and when I finally ran out after ages of time, we managed to use Struggle. Now the Ghastly is a one-shot. Now I need to take out the rest of his team with Struggle as well. Now Struggle does hit the user with recoil, so this might be tricky, but we're level 22 already, so it should be doable. The Croconaw takes the Struggle a lot better than the other Pokemon. He's using Water Gun against me, but we managed to take out the Croconaw as well, and we finally have defeated our rival and we can move on. We catch our first HM lad, a Bellsprout, for the moves Cut and Flash. Now we can cut the tree on our way and go to the third gym to challenge Whitney and her normal type Pokemon. A fellow normal type trainer, normal types can take my physical attacks a lot better, so I use a Tail Whip to make my life easier, so it shouldn't be a problem. I take out the Clefairy with one horn attack, the next Pokemon being a Miltank being known as a bulky Pokemon. I use a Tail Whip as well and take her out with two horn attacks this time. We have defeated Whitney and received the badge. In Goldenrod City we received the Squirtle bottle, which we use on the Shudobudo in our way. Now we can pass through. In the Burn Tower we come across our rival for the third time and he wants the battle. His Ghastly now being a Haunter, our Bull learned the move Pursuit on level 26, so now we can handle Ghost type Pokemon with our Dark move, which is super effective. The next Pokemon is a Magnemite, Steel types. He will tank my physical attacks, but I use a Tail Whip and manage to take him out with a Horn attack. We're already level 27, so a level 18 Magnemite shouldn't be much trouble. Zubat goes down one shot as well, maybe the Croconaw and the Curse, which is still on me from the Haunter. I get low 17 health, but I manage to take him out and defeat our rival. We also come across the 3 legendary Pokemon, Suicune, Raikou and Entei. We entered the 4th gym and challenged Morty and his Ghost type Pokemon. Now Ghost types being the arch nemesis of normal types, I did have a hard time. The Gengar keeps putting me to sleep and he keeps eating my dreams, which makes me lose a couple of times. Now this is only because his first 2 Pokemon, if it isn't the Ghastly then it is the Haunter, they use Curse on me, which makes me lose a lot of health, and even if I get to the Gengar, I'm already low and it takes me out easily. So this fight took me a lot of tries. I did gain a level or 2 and I needed to get lucky, that's for sure. The first Pokemon is a Ghastly, I take out with Pursuit, and then he faints himself with Curse. Now I'm cursed, so I need to watch out. The next Pokemon is a Haunter, and I take him out with the crit from Pursuit. Very lucky. The next Pokemon is a Gengar. The Gengar is going to try and put me to sleep and eat my dreams. Now I'm lucky and he misses 2 Hypnosises, which makes me take him out with Pursuit, a couple of them, and there was a crit in between. The last Pokemon is a Haunter again. He just uses Mean Look, which basically does nothing, and I can take him out with 2 Pursuits as well. We have defeated Morty and received the Fog Badge. I go back and defeat all the Kimono girls so I can get the HM3 Surf as a reward. I go back to the Slowpoke well, catch a Slowpoke as a Chemlad, and learn it the move Surf. At level 34 my Bull learns the move Rest and I swap out Tail Whip. I go back to get the HM Strength, which we need for the 5th gym. I learn this to my Chemlad Slowpoke. Now we can go to Cianwood and fight Chuck, leader of the 5th gym, with his fighting type Pokemons. Fighting types, super effective against my normal type, this might be tough. His Poliwrath takes me out with Dynamic Punch one time, but the next try I managed to defeat Chuck. The Primeape is an easy horn attack without any trouble. The second Pokemon, being a Poliwrath, uses Dynamic Punch on me. I get confused, but I manage to pull through and take him out with my second horn attack. We have defeated Chuck and received the Storm Badge. We come across Suicune again, and Eugene comes in and he tells us that he wants to earn the respect from Suicune by battling with us. Now that may be a bad choice, Eugene, because I have a Bull and he's unstoppable. Now the Drowsy, the first Pokemon, goes down easily with Horn Attack because of his low physical defense. The Haunter, we have a counter for that too. We got Pursuit, super effective, and it needs 2 of these. The last Pokemon being an Electrode, that's also an easy Horn attack, and we have defeated Eugene. Now that respect shall have to wait, buddy. Before we can enter the 6th gym, I need to heal Jasmine's Ampharos on top of the lighthouse. I get the secret potion, bring it back, heal Jasmine's Ampharos, and now she will go back to the gym. Jasmine being a steel type trainer, this is another tough one for me because my normal type moves will not affect her Pokemon greatly. The Steelix in the end though is the Pokemon that makes this fight so hard. With his steel type, high defense and Iron Tail, this is the toughest opponent. I can only use my Horn attack, which is not very effective and will not do that much damage. So I get taken out numerous times and I get paralyzed by the Magnemites in the beginning, so all I can do is do as much damage as I can with Horn attack, and when I get low, use rest. And this is also the tactic I will use in the real fight. After a bit of leveling through fighting this fight, I managed to defeat her. I use Horn attack on the Magnemites, and if I get lucky I don't get paralyzed, but the second Magnemite paralyzes me just before I can take it out with my second Horn attack. Now the Steelix is the last Pokemon, and as I said before, this is what I'm going to do. Horn attack, Horn attack, Horn attack, and when I get low I use rest. And this will continue on throughout the fight until the power points run out from Steelix with Iron Tail, so he can only use Rock Throw. This does a lot less damage than the Iron Tail, so I can tank more hits, wake up, and then use more Horn attacks before I faint. After a lot of time, because this took a lot of time, I managed to take out the Steelix and defeat Jasmine. Barely though. We received the Mineral Badge. We go to the Lake of Rage and fight with a red Gyarados that was causing some trouble there. We meet up with Lance and go to the Team Rocket hideout. In the end we fight with the executive, but he isn't that strong and we're level 42 already, so his Pokemons go down quickly. In the end we get the HM6 Whirlpool from Lance, which we will need later on. Now we can go to the Mahogany Gym. We enter the 7th gym to challenge Price and his Ice-type Pokemon. Now with our new move Trash, which we learned at level 43, this fight should really be doable. The first Pokemon is a level 27 Seal, so we take it out easily with Trash. The second Pokemon is a Dewgong, and Trash is still going, so I take him out easily as well. The last Pokemon is a Piloswine. My Trash has stopped, so I'm confused. So the Piloswine might do some damage while I hurt myself in confusion. I get unlucky and I hurt myself in confusion 2 times. The Piloswine hits a Blizzard. I take it like a champ though, snap out of confusion and take him out with Trash as well. We have defeated Price and received the Glacier Badge. In Goldenrod City, in the radio tower specifically, we defeat a Team Rocket executive and he goes down easily. These Pokemon aren't that strong. He tells us we need to go under the ground, and here we face our rival again. His first Pokemon is a Golbat, and now that we have the move Trash, I will basically always use this move because it is my strongest normal type move. I'm just using Trash and take out his first 2 Pokemon. It doesn't affect the Haunter of course, but we have Pursuit to back me up against Ghost type Pokemon, and with a crit I take him out as well. The Sneasel, that's another Trash, but we're confused for the moment. We snap out of it and go into Trash. And we also take out the Feraligatr with Trash, so we have defeated our rival. We find the Director underground and we receive the card key. Now we can go back into the radio tower, open another door and find our last opponent, a Team Rocket executive. This one is stronger with Houndour. Now with no power points left in Trash, I can only use Horn attack, but we're level 50 already, so it shouldn't make that much of a difference and we can take his Pokemon out. Every Pokemon is a one-shot. We have defeated the Rocket executive and chased them away. We find the HM7 waterfall in the ice cave, and unfortunately something went wrong with my recording, so I don't have the gym fight and the rival fight in Victory Road on tape. I'm sorry about it, I hope it won't happen again, but something went wrong with my recording. So with that out of the way, we go straight to the league and fight first of the Elite Four, Will and his Psychic type Pokemon. Psychic types have low physical defense, so my Pokemon should do very good against them. With Trash, my new go-to move, the strongest move I have, I will basically use it a lot of the time. And you can see me one-shotting these Pokemon, leveling along the way. I'm level 57 already because of all the trainers I fought throughout this run. Slowbro, he's a bit bulkier, I'm confused at this point. He might use Curse to up his defense, which he does. And he takes 2 trashes, but he will still go down eventually. The last Pokemon is Exadu. He does some damage with Psychic while I'm confused. But in the end, I managed to take him out as well with trash, of course. Will defeated, we move on. Second of the Elite Four is Koga and his Poison type Pokemon. This should be an easy one. Of course, I'm using Trash again. Trash, my go-to move, my strongest move. His Pokemon are around level 40 as well. We are only getting stronger at this point, and we take out his first 2 Pokemon easily one-shot with Trash. The next Pokemon is a Fortress, though Steel type, so my Trash is not very effective. I'm also confused, but I managed to quickly snap out of it and take the Fortress out with 3 Trashes in total. The next Pokemon is a Muk. He's on his last 2 Pokemon at this point. The Muk is a one-shot. Now the Crobat is lucky that I'm confused again. He's using Double Team, and when I manage to use a Trash, he survives with a sliver of health. He's very lucky. Koga uses a full restore, but with the next Trash I managed to hit a crit and defeat him. Koga defeated. Next of the Elite Four is Bruno and his fighting type Pokemon. Now this might be a real challenge, but still his Pokemon are around level 40-45 and I'm still a much higher level than that, so it should still be doable. It's only the Machamp with his cross chop and the fact that I'm confused and might hurt myself in confusion that makes this difficult. The Machamp with his cross chop and me hurting myself in confusion makes me lose a couple of times, makes this a bit difficult. He also has an Onyx left, which is a rock type Pokemon, but I haven't seen that one yet because the Machamp barely survives and takes me out. Eventually I managed to defeat Bruno. The first 3 of his Pokemon are the Hitmon evolutions and they're not that strong, only around level 40, so I managed to take them out easily with Trash. The Hitmonchan hits me with a cheesy Mach Punch, which may allow him to attack first, but I still take him out. The Machamp is up. I'm confused, but I managed to one-shot him with Trash. Lucky that problem's out of the way. Now the Onyx is the last Pokemon, of course rock typing. My Trash is not very effective, but still. That only takes me a few more Trashes to take him out, but he goes down eventually. We have defeated Bruno and we move on. Last of the Elite Four is Karen and her dark type Pokemon. This should be an easy one, but of course there is a Gengar on our team. And Gengar is a Pokemon that is tough to beat, especially for my Bull. He takes me out one time with Destiny Bond, but the next try I managed to defeat Garen, fortunately. So, the Umbreon and the Vileplume, which are our first 2 Pokemon. The Gengar is third, so I'm not using Trash, so I don't use my third Trash on Gengar, so I can go straight into Pursuit. So I'm using Horn Attack on the Umbreon and the Vileplume. This makes it a bit more difficult because I can't one-shot them. It takes me 2 Horn Attacks on both of the first Pokemon. Now, I can go straight into the Gengar fight with Pursuit. Now he uses Curse, which helps me, lowers his health, and I take him out with the second Pursuit. Now the last 2 Pokemon of our team I take out one shot with Trash, which I can use now, so the Curse won't even hurt me. Thanks Gengar, and goodbye, we have defeated Karen. Last opponent of this run is Lance, the champion with his dragons. Of course this is a tough fight, and I lose a couple of times. Against his Charizard with Flamethrower, which is a special attack, my special defense isn't bad, but it isn't the best either, so I get taken out a few times. Because I'm damaged by his other Pokemon, or because I hurt myself in confusion after using Trash. If it isn't the Charizard, then it's one of his Dragonites. This guy has 3 Dragonites. Is that even legal? I don't know, but we take them all out. The first Pokemon is a Gyarados, that's an easy one-shot with Trash. The next Pokemon a Dragonite, these are a lot tougher, so they take 2 Trashes, and D tries to paralyze me. These guys, these bastards, they try to paralyze me, but it doesn't work. And as you notice, I'm also confused, but I pull through every time. I didn't hurt myself in confusion once, and I'm just taking these guys out like nothing. The next Pokemon is Aerodactyl. This time I hurt myself in confusion though. My trash is not very effective, but I still do a lot of damage because of the level gap. Now, he can use Rock Slide all he wants, but I take him out with 2 trashes. Easy as that. Charizard, what's up boy? I'm confused, I pulled through and one-shot his ass as well. You are done for. The last Pokemon is a Dragonite, level 50, the strongest one we have faced. And of course, we tank the outrage and use trash to take him out. We have defeated Lance, and now we are the champions. We put our Pokemon in the Hall of Fame. Tauros, you did well, boy. Nice. We are the champions now. Guys, we did it. Yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. Today we did the Tauros only challenge in Pokemon Crystal. It was a fun and challenging run. I only did Johto this time, so if you like this video and if you really want to see me do Kanto, which is the follow-up, I will do it, but then in another video. Our toughest opponent were Morty and his ghost types, Jasmine and her steel types, and Bruno and his fighting type Pokemon. They made this run a challenge, but we eventually pulled through. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video with your friends. It really helps me a lot, guys. This has been TMDK. See you next time.